Welcome, everyone. This is Todd Morgan here, part of the Private Money team. I'm excited today because we're going to actually show you how we get unlimited sources of private money to the public records, all through online access. And we have been on the same stage with Ron LeGrand and Bob Leonetti and many of the top real estate professionals, gurus, investors out there. And we're excited to share our secrets with you today. First of all, before we get started, I want to thank you for getting involved with this today. I know everyone is very, very busy. Everyone has a lot of different things going on, both in their business and their personal life, and we are certainly honored that you have taken time out of your schedule to join us here today. But I do believe it will be well worth your time to stay involved in this webinar. You've made it to this webinar, so I encourage you to really pay attention. We're going to be going through a lot of information today. It's going to be very valuable for your real estate investing business. So with that said, we're ready to get started. We've got myself and the world's leading investor and expert in private money, David Day, and we're ready to get started. So let's go ahead and get into the information here. Well, David, we're ready to show people how to get private money now. This is one of the most important calls you'll ever attend because we're going to show you how to get instant access to money so you can get deals done in today's economy. And David, are you ready to go?
I am super psyched.
Awesome. So we're going to show you how to get instant access to money here and put it to use in your business within 60 days. So with that said, David, let's go with our big promise up front, which is that we can help them make an additional 6 figures this year because we're going to get them instant access to the money.
Absolutely. As I said before, this information is not anywhere else. You cannot find this anywhere else. Beware of imitators, I always like to say, because, there are many people that have tried to present something like this, but this is the only system that will actually get you to the money right now. And if you listen to everything that we're going to present to you today, you will be able to make an additional 6 figures this year. So absolutely stay with us.
And so let's tell them up front what they're going to learn so they can really be keyed in about how we're going to help them tonight.
Okay, well, we're going to make you 5 promises right now. I'm going to actually stand behind this. If you will stick with us, if you'll take the notes, if you'll take action today. First of all, I'm going to show you how to find all the lenders you're ever going to need in this current market, and you'll be able to find them the first day. It'll be almost like accessing a yellow pages of all the private lenders, and you will be able to actually look and find them your first day. Secondly, we're going to give you all the contact information that you're going to need to contact them, their address, their email, their phone number. One size does not fit all, so this is an important factor that you will not get anywhere else. 3, we're going to help you build instant relationships and credibility. Once you found the private lenders, now what? Well, this is where we're going to actually help you. We're going to walk you step by step through a process that will gain instant credibility so that you can actually start presenting deals to these private lenders by your second call. 4, we're going to help you build an automated money funnel between the private lenders that will actually have them fighting for your deals. And 5, we're going to, of course, help you structure and present deals, and we're going to show you a way to do that so they actually get funded. If you'll stick with us, you will find out how to do every single one of these things.
Awesome, David. So, guys, the most important thing is if you stick with us here, you're going to learn how to get access to the money. We're going to take you step by step so you know how to get access to it. Before we get started on that, David, let's just talk about real estate and the environment that we're in right now. Is now a good time to invest in real estate? And if it is, what kind of real estate should people do?
Well, absolutely, this is one of the best times ever to be investing in real estate. When everybody else is saying run, 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 this is the time to be dealing in real estate. This is the time to be coming into your own in this business. Right now, there are deals everywhere. I know we talk about it all the time. You can't walk outside your door and throw a stone without hitting a distressed property. And as we've said before, chaos equals opportunity. You see our buddy here, Warren Buffett, and Warren says investors should remember that excitement and expenses are their enemy. They should try to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. In other words, when everyone says buy, that's when you should be selling. And when everybody else says sell, that's when you should be buying. Right now is one of the best buyer's markets in the world, and I would say that we're going to find more people made millionaires now than ever before.
I think that's true, David. And, deals are everywhere. I think it's not rocket science. I think that what we've got out there is a lot of people that can find deals, but they just can't put the pieces together on a lot of these things because they just don't have access to the money to do them. I mean, how many of you have got a short sale lined up and you got the package signed and you're waiting for the bank and the bank took and dragged their feet and then one of the mortgages didn't respond and then the seller got antsy and wanted to file a bankruptcy and you tried to do your A to B and your B to C and your C to D and your D to E and we've got all these moving parts, but the key behind the whole thing and the reason why a lot of these things aren't working for people, and this is really the biggest issue that we all face out there, and it can cause us to waste a lot of time and just keep us stuck in the mud, not being able to be successful. It's lack of funding, David. And so here's the million-dollar question. Okay, well, the million-dollar question is, how do we deal with this issue? But how many of you guys out there are just not able to do deals because you don't have the funds? And if you had the funds, you know you could make the profits.
You're absolutely right. I've seen so many people that are in jeopardy as far as this business. I can probably ask the question, and if we could see the people out there, almost every hand would be raised when I ask, how many of you are missing out on these deals? I mean, how many people are seeing the opportunity and just can't take advantage of it because there's no source of funds for them? Well, the answer is almost everybody. This is one of the most amazing things that is making the cream rise to the top, so to speak, because people that used to be able to do so much, you know who you are, the guys who were actually investing during the boom and doing incredibly, but now, because you don't have sources of funds to actually buy these properties, you're struggling to make ends meet. Well, I understand where you're coming from, because before the system was created, before we put this together, that's exactly where we were. And now, the nice thing is, I can actually say this with confidence and without lying, I have not missed a single deal because of lack of funding since we created this system.
Wow. Incredible. And so, guys, you might have been, doing a lot of things, going to seminars, putting pieces together. This is the linchpin. The key behind everything is getting access to these private lenders. So let's get right into that, David, and let's talk about how they can get access to this private money. But before we do that, let's just give a quick overview on us. I know you've seen the introduction from Ron LeGrand. The bottom line is, I think you get from this side, is that I'm much better looking than David Day, and I think that's an important thing to note here.
I think the important thing to catch is that you look much more like a porcupine than I do. But actually, we'll have to agree to disagree on that statement you made. I think what the important thing to know is that we know what we're talking about. Todd, you've bought and sold over 150 properties with partners in the last 2 years alone. I can only guess how many you've done since then and before. You have an active database of 40 plus private lenders. I know the slide is actually a little old because it only says I have 100 active private lenders. You are a consultant to the top gurus in the industry, and you are the CEO of the realestateacademy.net. This is not something that happens overnight. This is a result of of putting things together and actually being active in this industry.
And I think the same for you, David. Let me do the same for you, because I don't think people know much about you. But David Day is one of Florida's top investors, and David has been very, very active in real estate for many, many years, 11 or 12 years, and he has the largest list of private lenders of any person on the planet that I know of, and he is constantly and continually going back to those private lenders. He put together a couple big deals, $7 million and $9 million deal. He's done all kinds of deals in between. But I think the key to highlight here, David, is that we're not any smarter necessarily than anyone else out there, but we do have a system working, and the system that's working is because of the business model. And I think we need to talk about that. Is, what is the opportunity for everyone here? It's private money. So let's dig into that a little bit, David. What is private money?
Sure. Well, first of all, you have to understand what private money is not. Private money is not bank money. It's not institutional money. Private money is individual money. It's an individual. It's a person that has either a savings account, investment account, has money that they have that they want to get a return on investment. And they're concerned about the stock market. They're concerned about all the different volatility. So they're looking for a safe and consistent return on their money. And the most amazing thing about this is that it is relationship-based. It's not based on your credit score. It's not based on your experience level or your financial statement. It is based on your relationship. It's actually kind of like going back to the days that we always used to hear about, the good old days, when things were done based on relationships. Well, this is exactly the backbone of the private lending industry.
Absolutely. And so, guys, private money is people that have money, but they have it on the sidelines. They have it in their 401ks. They have it in their IRAs. So let's talk about this, David. Where are some of the sources for private money?
Sure. As you can see, there are many of them that have retirement accounts or IRAs or 401ks. Business funds. Most of the private lenders are going to be business owners, and as such, they have funds that they have built up through their businesses. Inheritance accounts. You will see a lot of family trusts. You will see a lot of individuals that are investing their family money. And stocks, bonds, CDs, mutual funds, these are all resources that can be used for investing in real estate and back to you in investments in real estate.
Awesome.